welcome back to another week. Today I'm going to be working on my new collection of bags called Forgotten Stitches. So if you didn't see my first video last week, so I basically just got a ton of like bits of old embroideries, lovely little bits that I'm hoping to rescue and kind of give a new lease of life in a new bag collection. I've gone with Forgotten Stitches for the name. That was the most popular among you lot, and I like it too. Anyway, so last week I showed you the first bag I made, which was this bum bag, which although I like, there was a few bits I thought I could improve on. So what I'm gonna make this week is, what I thought I'd do this week is make a kind of duffle, a nice kind of casual duffel bag style like this, and have the top of it appliqued with loads of embroideries on again, and really just try and fit them together. I've gone for this bag because it's quite a square shape, because I'm just trying to get my head around how I'm going to really get all the bits to fit together in a kind of jigsaw-y type way and make just every bit in between all of the appliques like really the same width. That's what I'm hoping to achieve this week. We'll give it a go. And I'm thinking for the bottom bit, I've got these nice stonewashed denim jeans, so that should look nice. I'm going to use for the top, it seems quite flimsy because it is, this kind of, I don't know what it's kind of like calico, but you know where it's been woven, or linen maybe, with it's kind of got like load of woody bits in. Gives it a nice bit of texture. I mean, it's going to be very heavily adorned with all the applique, so you'll only see hopefully little slithers, and I'm going to interface it as well, and I'm hoping by the time it's interfaced and it's got a load of other fabric appliqued onto it, it should be a little bit more heavyweight. Okay, righty ho, so I've cut this out to the shape it needs to be now and just done a few markings on it. So this, I've just done it in thread, so I'll take it out later. But so where the fold of this will be the top of the bag, I might want some bits of embroidery kind of going over the edge. So that's the line of where it's kind of definitely got to stop. And then I've just done all of these little markings as well. These are where the eyelets are going to go. So again, I need to avoid those areas. I'm kind of just getting bits of embroidery, like literally just kind of finding bits of embroidery. I thought maybe I'd start with a big piece, and I thought, oh, this would be cool for the middle. But actually the shape didn't really go with the positioning of the eyelets. So I thought, you know what, the whole thing's not going to be symmetrical because I'm using so many different bits. So I thought it might be nice just to have that on one side, and the shape of that kind of fits quite nicely over there. And to be honest with you, I haven't really got a clue how I'm going to go about the rest of it. I'm thinking it might be an idea maybe to start with all the big pieces and then slot little pieces around it, and maybe using this as a point, like this piece kind of fits quite nicely there perhaps. I just don't want to cut anything until I know like what's going where, but then it's quite hard to lay it and see it without things being cut out. But I'm just gonna try and lay things on for now. I think it's just gonna be one of those things of at the beginning I'm gonna be like, what on earth am I doing? And then hopefully it should start to make sense a bit. I don't know. I'm just gonna start, I think, literally tracking things down, see what happens. Okay, it's a million hours later now. There's embroidery absolutely everywhere. Doesn't look like I've really done much, but I'll show you what I've done, or more like what I'm doing. So what I've tried to do is I've kind of tried to just lay out pieces with I've left as much fabric around the pieces as possible, because I didn't want to end up with unnecessary gaps, which I probably will do anyway. But so now what I'm trying to do, or trying to work out kind of how to do, is how to lay them all on with the same spacing in between each one. So I've made these little kind of cardboard guides. That's to go around the edge, so there's always going to be kind of hopefully the same gap in between each piece. Yeah, it is a bit laborious because what I'm doing is with each piece I've decided to start from like this corner. So I've already stuck this piece and this piece down, and then I'm going to work my way up, kind of laying them down next to each other, making sure I've got the gaps. I've already cut this one out, but say like I'll lay this one down there, make sure it's got the right gap down there, draw down there, cut that off. So when I know that it's like the right size, I'm trying to get all these lines, everything kind of just matching up really. Then I'll stick a bit of violin onto this piece, stick that down, move on to the next piece. So yeah, it's a bit laborious, but that's kind of where I'm at. It's going to take a long time, I think, so I really hope it looks good. It's definitely not looking like what I had in my mind yet. Hi, so it is actually a new day, just wearing the same clothes. This is what I got done last night then. So as you can see, I've kind of started sticking these down one by one. I've kind of got hope that it's gonna look okay. But then something quite interesting happened really. So as I was packing up for the night, I kind of just pinned the rest down as they were. And I thought, hang on, I quite like actually this kind of look of them overlapping, a bit like a pin board. And I thought, you know what, that'd be a really nice idea for kind of like a weekend bag, because it reminds me a little bit of postcards on a pin board. So that's given me another idea. So that's good. Yeah, I'm going to carry on doing this like this though, because obviously it might look a bit weird. Yeah, I'm really happy with that idea. Yeah, so for now I'm going to keep cutting them and sticking them on kind of like jigsaw-y, and then after that I'm going to do what I've done with these pieces, which is just like teeny tiny little kind of satin stitch around each piece. So that's my plan for now. Okay, so I've just finished sticking them all down, and then literally just as I was finished I had a pencil in my hand, and I've just like drawn a big pencil line. Well, not that big, but annoying enough. Where is it? So that is such a bummer. I think the only thing I can do now, which is I've got to sew them all down and fix it all down. So I'm going to do all the small satin stitch around all the edges. And then, which I'm really unhappy about, I'm going to put the whole thing in the washing machine and just touch wood. Like individually, these have all been through the wash anyway, so I'm hoping, I don't think anything will run. It's just, I mean, it should be fine. So annoying. It's always like, and it was like right after I'd finished putting the last piece on as well. I was like, oh, but these things happen. So now I'm going to get out my domestic machine. My other one doesn't have a zigzag. It's heavy. Make a cup of tea and then just go around, and I'm going to pick a few different colours and do them all kind of, maybe pick, I don't know, 5 different colours and kind of mix and match a bit. That's the plan. Okay, so I've got all of my bobbins and my different colours there. Just picked a few at random really. They're not embroidery threads, just normal threads. Okay, and then I'm putting it on like a really small zigzag and really tight. So I'm just going to test that out, see if it's the right size. So that's like that. I think that's pretty good, because if you have it any tighter, sometimes it can have a tendency to all of a sudden bunch up and not move. So I think that's a safe length for now. So now I'm just going to take this. I'll probably go through, I've got this kind of goldy colour on. I'll probably go through and do all the ones I want to do in gold, and then I'll go to red, go through them all again. Yeah, I don't know. I hope this will be quicker than the sticking things on, because what, that's just taken me like a day. Was that a good spend of time? I don't know. Okay, so this is a bit of a boring colour, so maybe I won't do loads in this one. Like that. I'm leaving the threads long because I'm going to get a needle after, thread the top ones through that so I can pull them all to the back and tie them off. It's actually starting to come on quite nicely. Where it was taking so long, you know when something's taken so long, you've kind of got like loads of time to doubt it and think, oh, it's not looking very good and that. But now I'm going around all the edges, I'm actually quite enjoying. I mean, I like it at the moment, so that's good. This bit takes a little bit of time as well. I'm not in a rush, or at least I don't want to be, but ideally it's about 3:30 now. I would like this, all of this bit done by 5, so I can put this in the wash tonight. Then I can make the bag tomorrow, because I'm really excited to see the bag now that I'm liking how it's looking. I've got an hour and a half. I mean, I think it should be doable, but we shall see. But yeah, I'm glad I'm happy with how it's looking. Okay, it's 5 o'clock, just in the nick of time. I've finished it. And I really love it. I really like how it's came out. It's not perfect, and there are some areas where I've not really achieved the finesse I was hoping for, mainly around these eyelets, so we'll see how that goes. But I just don't really mind because it has like a feeling. It feels like some kind of storyboard or something. I love certain areas of it, like this corner. I think what I like the most are the bits where it's got like loads of small bits packed in together, because I like that bit. I like this, and although actually I like that big bit, these two big bits in the middle, I'm not like super fan of. I prefer the smaller bits around the edge. But all in all, just with the feeling it's given me, it definitely feels like something special, you know? Like I love this little bit. There's just loads of bits. I think it's kind of one of those things you could really look at for a while. Anyway, hopefully I'm not going to just ruin it all in the wash. I'm just going to put it on like 30 on a wool wash and give it a bit of a gentle bit of vanish maybe. But yeah, I'm glad it looks what I think good. I'm really excited to see it as a bag, hopefully tomorrow. So I've done a bad. I'm sure there's probably a few people watching thinking, oh, Anna, don't put that in the washing machine. That does seem like a bad idea. It was a bad idea. And that evening, because there was a big strip of red at the bottom, you see where this is going, I was like to my partner, actually, I'm not sure about this. This red, it seems, I don't think I should be putting this in the wash. What should I do? He was like, I don't know. For some reason I put it in the wash, and then since then I've just been through this absolute rigmarole of different washes, different things. First it was like a little bit of red colour around here and there. It started to get better at some point. It was very much like that episode, if you watch Father Ted, when he gets the car and he's like, gets a little dent and then he chips away at it until it's completely ruined. As I say, it was like getting better, and in a sheer moment of madness at the end, I put it in like a normal hot wash. I'd been putting it in all these silk washes thus far. Anyway, this is what I've got now. As you can see, it's pink. Right, what I'm going to do is this. It's all is not lost. And actually, kind of weirdly, what you can see is that just the backing fabric is pink. It seems to have soaked up all of the like colour, and all of the other bits are clean as a whistle actually. Been washed quite a few times. So here's my plan. I'm going to cut round each piece, including the like the silk stitch, so there'll kind of be like a load of badges, and it's not going to take like anywhere near as long as before, because I've got them all because I've already got kind of the layout and everything in the right shape. Cut them all out, stick them all down on another piece of fabric, same size, and then go around them all again in a slightly less dense satin stitch, and hopefully no one will be any the wiser. I'm just a moron, I really am just a moron. Anyway, yes, I'm going to do that. I did obviously want to have this whole video just, you know, with it ending in a duffel bag. But for now, I'm just going to post thus far. And then next week, hopefully, I'm sure we're going to have a nice duffel bag. Thank you for watching. I hope you're not too angry with me. But do you know what? The good thing actually is here is none of the embroidery is ruined. Whereas when the first one, bits of red were on like the embroidery, and I was like, oh, I've ruined like other people's work, you know. That wasn't good at all. So the fact that that's all salvageable, I've just wasted a bit of my own time. Like, these things happen to me a lot. Okay, see you next week. Thanks for watching a car crash.